So now we are going to study about the concept of radius of gyration. So imagine that you have got this rigid body and the moment of inertia of this rigid body with respect to this particular axis is I and the mass of this rigid body is m. So this is our rigid body, this is our axis of rotation, this is the axis of rotation, and the moment of inertia of this rigid body with respect to this axis is I and the mass of the rigid body is m. Now consider this particular scenario. Here we have an axis of rotation and we have a point mass. The mass of that point mass is m, that is same as that of this particular rigid body, and this point mass is located at a distance of k from the axis of rotation. Now we place this particular point mass from this particular axis of rotation at a particular distance k such that mk square is nothing but I. So what I mean to say is we place this particular mass from its axis of rotation such that the moment of inertia, what is this particular term? This particular term is nothing but the moment of inertia of this particular point mass with respect to this particular axis of rotation. This moment of inertia is equal to the moment of inertia of this particular rigid body with respect to its axis of rotation. Simple, easy. So let's jot down what we have learned. So we have a rigid body with respect to a particular axis of rotation. Its moment of inertia is I and the mass of the rigid body is m. And we have a point mass whose mass is same as the mass of the rigid body. Now we place this point mass at a distance k from its axis of rotation. This is the axis of rotation, such that the moment of inertia of this particular point mass with respect to this particular axis is same as the moment of inertia of this rigid body with respect to its axis of rotation. So I is equal to mk square. So what do we get the value of k as? K is nothing but root over I by m. And we call this particular distance, that is nothing but a radial distance from the axis of rotation, as radius of gyration. So now let's try to dive in deeper to the concept. So what is radius of gyration? Radius of gyration is the equivalent radius of circular motion for a rigid body in rotation. Let's try to understand this. So let us assume that we are given with mass with respect to a particular axis of rotation and its mass is m and its moment of inertia is I. So if we gonna reduce this particular system consisting of a rigid body, which is nothing but an extended body with a point mass of the same mass, if we are gonna convert this particular system to a point mass system where the mass of the point mass is going to be same, what should be the distance where we should place the point mass such that the moment of inertia of this new system is equal to the moment of inertia of this system. So this particular distance that we are obtaining for this point mass system is nothing but an equivalent radius of circular motion. This is nothing but an equivalent distance where this point mass should be placed from the axis of rotation such that the moment of inertia of this particular system is same as the moment of inertia of this particular system. Simple, easy, straightforward. So radius of gyration is a pretty simple and straightforward concept, and in your entrance exams you would be asked to calculate the value of radius of gyration in few of the problems. So how do we calculate the value of radius of gyration? So If we are given with a rigid body and this is the axis of rotation, if the mass of the rigid body is m, if the moment of inertia of this rigid body with respect to this axis of rotation is I, the radius of gyration, that is nothing but k, would be simply equal to root over I by m. So you can simply apply this particular formula. So let us try to calculate the radius of gyration of some standard bodies. Let's say we have got a ring. So we have got a ring of mass m and radius r, let's say, and we wish to calculate the radius of gyration for this ring when the axis of rotation is passing through the center of the ring and perpendicular to its plane. So what is the moment of inertia of this ring for this particular case? It is nothing but m/r square. So what is k? K is simply root over I by m. That is, it is nothing but root over m/r square by m. So what is k? K is nothing but r. So if we wish to reduce this ring with a point mass, we can do it by placing a point mass at a radial distance of k, which is nothing but equal to the radius of the ring. And the mass of this point mass is m. Similarly, if the axis of rotation is passing through the center and it is lying in the plane of the ring, what is the radius of gyration? So in this case, I would be nothing but m/r square by 2 that we have already calculated. So what would be the value of k in this particular case? K would be simply root over I by m. That is, it would be nothing but root over m/r square by 2 by m. K is nothing but r by root 2. Similarly, if we have got a solid sphere of mass m and radius r, and we wish to calculate the radius of gyration for the solid sphere when the axis of rotation is this particular axis. So what do we do? What is the value of I? I for this particular axis is nothing but 2 by 5 m/r square. So what is going to be k? K is nothing but root over I by m. So what is going to be its value? K is going to be root over 2 by 5r. Similarly, if we have got a solid cone, let's say, and we wish to find the value of radius of gyration for this particular cone with respect to this axis of rotation, and let us say that the base of this cone has got a radius of r. So what is I? I for this particular case we have previously calculated as 3 by 10 m/r square. So what is going to be k? K is nothing but root over I by m. So k is simply root 3 by 10 r. So we can clearly see that calculating this particular value, that is radius of gyration, is very easy and it is nothing but a cakewalk for us.